Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Steve Kerr identifies one obvious candidate to get heavier load amid Stephen Curry's worrisome injury. The Golden State Warriors could be without Stephen Curry for at least a few games after he suffered a concerning ankle injury during Sunday's 112-104 defeat at home at the hands of James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers. There is no official timetable for Curry's return and about the full extent of his injury at the time of this writing. But it seems that he will not be suiting up for at least the next Golden State outing. According to Warriors head coach Steve Kerr, Andrew Wiggins could be in line for an expanded role on offense. Via Kendra Andrews of ESPN, Kerr also cited Andrew Wiggins as a player who could take on more of an offensive leadership role. The coach has been encouraging him since training camp to be a high-volume scorer. Against the Clippers, Wiggins finished with 29 points on 11 of 15 shooting, including 5 of 8 from 3. Wiggs is off to a great start and had a great night, Kerr said. He's an obvious candidate to get the ball more. But we've got a deep team. We've got a lot of guys who can play. We will be ready. Wiggins is leading the Warriors so far in the 2024-25 NBA season with a scoring average of 19.7 points per game on an efficient 55.0 field goal percentage. It is not going to be easy to replace not just the numbers Curry provides but his gravity on offense as well, but Golden State is about to find out how great they can still be on that end of the court with Curry temporarily unavailable. Grading Warriors players after a frustrating loss against the Los Angeles Clippers. The Golden State Warriors suffered their first loss of the 2024-25 NBA season, 112-104, and it came at the hands of the Los Angeles Clippers, who were led by James Harden, 23 points, 6 rebounds, 11 assists, and Ivica Zubac, 23 points, 17 rebounds, 6 assists. The Warriors fall to 2-1 on the season, but the biggest news is that Stephen Curry limped off in the fourth quarter and did not return, which did not help with the result. Hoping that Curry won't miss significant time and can return quickly into the season, we provide a grade for every Warriors player tonight. Andrew Wiggins was the Warriors' standout performer, leading the team with 29 points on an efficient 11 of 15 shooting, including 5 of 8 from beyond the arc. Although he didn't contribute much on the boards or with assists, his scoring was crucial in keeping the game close. Wiggins' shooting accuracy and energy helped him lead the Warriors' offense effectively, and without him, especially with Stephen Curry limping off, the team would not have had a chance. Stephen Curry was solid, finishing with 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists, while shooting 6 of 11 from the field and 4 of 7 from deep. His playmaking and shooting kept the Warriors competitive until he exited with an injury in the fourth quarter, which undoubtedly impacted the team's chances. Hopefully, Curry's injury is minor, as his contributions are vital for the Warriors this season. If Curry does miss time, most teams in the Western Conference will rejoice because a major play-in or playoff contender will be out of the picture. Kevin Looney continued to anchor the Warriors' frontcourt with 10 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. His 3 steals added a nice defensive boost, as Looney was effective in the paint, providing second-chance opportunities and solid interior play. Looney's hustle on both ends of the floor deserves recognition, although he did not exactly stop Ivica Zubac, who had one of the best games of his career. Regardless, Looney was the standout performer in the paint. Proposed realistic blockbuster trade sends Kawhi Leonard to the Warriors. The Golden State Warriors and Los Angeles Clippers are 2 teams flying under the radar and not generating much noise in the Western Conference. The Warriors feel good about their deep roster, but there might not be enough help for Stephen Curry once the playoffs arrive. The Warriors could be in a risky frame of thought right now because Curry is signed through 2026-27 and they only have 3 seasons left to compete for a title. A risk as big as contacting the Clippers for Kawhi Leonard could be feasible, especially considering their immediate championship aspirations and the fact that Klay Thompson is one star who has already left the team. Meanwhile, the Clippers are stuck with Leonard seemingly not able to stay on the court, and it might be time to move on. Paul George already walked in free agency, so Kawhi Leonard could be the next to go for the Clippers to finally move on and rebuild after years of trying and failing to make the NBA Finals. Here is a proposed trade that could see Kawhi Leonard join Stephen Curry in Golden State, and it involves a host of talented players. Proposed trade details: Golden State Warriors receive, Kawhi Leonard. Los Angeles Clippers receive, Andrew Wiggins, Brandon Podziemski, DeAnthony Melton, Gary Payton II, 2026 first-round pick. Let's break down how this trade works for both teams involved and what could possibly come out of this for all parties involved. Acquiring Kawhi Leonard would elevate the Golden State Warriors to the top tier of title contenders in the Western Conference, instantly giving Stephen Curry a superstar-caliber running mate. Leonard's elite two-way play, highlighted by his career averages of 20.0 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 1.7 steals per game, complements Curry's offensive brilliance perfectly. The Warriors have shown over the years that their system thrives when they have versatile wing defenders, and Leonard might be the best in the business when healthy. With Draymond Green locking down the paint and Leonard taking on the toughest perimeter assignments, Golden State's defense would once again be championship level. Combined with Curry's offensive genius, this trade could create a dynamic that rivals the team's peak years with Kevin Durant. For Golden State, the window to win with Curry is shrinking, with only 3 years left on his contract. By adding Leonard, they give themselves the best possible chance to maximize these years. Leonard has shown he can take over playoff series, averaging 28.5 points and 9.8 rebounds per game in the 2019 NBA Finals. The Warriors need another player capable of taking that weight off Curry's shoulders when the pressure is on. Even with Leonard's injury history, the reward is worth the risk, especially since the Warriors' other recent additions, like Chris Paul, don't quite provide the firepower they need for a deep playoff run. For the Clippers, this trade would represent the end of an era defined by what-ifs and missed opportunities. Kawhi Leonard was supposed to be the franchise savior when he arrived in 2019, but constant injuries and bad luck have plagued his time in LA. He played just 109 games in 2 seasons, before missing the entirety of the 2022 season. He finally played 68 games last season, but was injured for the postseason and is out to begin the 2024-25 campaign. Safe to say, it isn't working out for Leonard in Los Angeles. As great as Leonard is, the Clippers haven't been able to rely on his availability, which is why moving on could be a necessary step toward rebuilding. Andrew Wiggins gives them a player with championship experience, having been crucial to the Warriors' 2022 title run, and a younger wing who can produce immediately while remaining healthier. Wiggins, at 29 years old, is still in his prime and brings solid all-around production. In 2021-22, he posted 16.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, 1.0 steals, and 1.0 blocks in the playoffs, showing he can step up when it matters. Melton, an elite defender in the backcourt, and Podziemski provide complementary pieces for a retooled Clippers roster that now has more flexibility and depth. The 2026 first-round pick adds another asset to their future war chest, and while it's a painful reality to trade a star like Kawhi, the Clippers will finally be able to rebuild with a new vision around current star guard James Harden. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Kawhi Leonard? Leave your opinion in the comments.